In the history of monarchy, there are rulers whose names shine brightly and others whose stories remain hidden in the shadows. One of the most fascinating tales is that of the queen who ruled from behind the curtain. Unlike the typical monarch, who would display power, glory, and authority openly, this queen mastered the art of influence from the shadows, shaping the destiny of her kingdom without ever stepping fully into the public eye. Her reign was marked by secrecy, intelligence, and a unique understanding of how subtle political maneuvering could accomplish what armies and proclamations could not. From the very beginning, her life was unconventional. Born into a family of privilege, she was educated not only in literature and history but also in diplomacy and strategy. These skills would later become crucial, as she navigated a court filled with intrigue, rivalries, and betrayal. While other rulers relied on visible displays of military might or public decrees, she preferred to operate through trusted advisors, private correspondence, and carefully orchestrated decisions. This approach made her one of the most effective leaders of her era, even though the world rarely saw her face the throne directly. Her ability to rule from behind the curtain was not merely a personal preference but a deliberate strategy. By maintaining an aura of mystery, she could control the flow of information and manipulate events without drawing attention to herself. Ambassadors and nobles often underestimated her, assuming that because she avoided the public spotlight, she lacked authority. In reality, she was the unseen hand guiding laws, alliances, and even wars. Entire policies were crafted at her direction, yet the world often credited them to her male counterparts or ceremonial figures. This duality of power, visible and invisible, made her reign both fascinating and enigmatic. One of her most notable achievements was the formation of political alliances that strengthened her kingdom without a single battlefield confrontation. Through marriage treaties, secret negotiations, and timely support to neighboring realms, she expanded her nation's influence quietly but effectively. Every move she made was calculated, every word spoken in private chambers could shift the balance of power across entire regions. Scholars later marveled at how her tactical brilliance rivaled that of some of history's most celebrated kings and generals. The term, "queen behind the curtain," became synonymous with cunning, patience, and intelligence, a leader who achieved greatness without public acclaim. Her personal life was equally intriguing. While many queens of her time were expected to fulfill ceremonial duties, attend public events, and maintain appearances, she found solace in privacy. She developed a network of informants, advisors, and confidants who relayed information about court politics, potential threats, and the ambitions of rival factions. Through this network, she stayed several steps ahead of her adversaries. Her reign demonstrated that influence and authority do not always require visibility. Often, the most significant power lies in knowledge, foresight, and the ability to act discreetly. Despite ruling from the shadows, she faced opposition. Some courtiers and nobles resented the idea that a queen could command respect and wield such unseen power. Rumors, plots, and conspiracies arose constantly, yet she managed to navigate them all with remarkable skill. Her mastery of diplomacy meant that she could turn potential enemies into allies, and even those who underestimated her eventually learned the price of their misjudgment. By combining intelligence, patience, and strategy, she transformed what could have been a limitation, her avoidance of public appearances, into her greatest advantage. The legacy of the queen who ruled from behind the curtain is one of subtlety, cunning, and extraordinary foresight. She showed the world that true leadership is not about grandeur or spectacle but about understanding people, timing, and the intricate web of politics. Her story has inspired historians, writers, and filmmakers alike, becoming a symbol of hidden power, resilience, and the quiet strength that can shape nations. Today, her life reminds us that sometimes the most powerful rulers are not the ones we see in grand portraits or public ceremonies, but those who move unseen, guiding the course of history with intelligence, precision, and an unshakable vision. Her reign also emphasizes the importance of strategy over strength, wisdom over display, and influence over mere title. She proved that leadership does not always require recognition and that true power often lies in the unseen. As we reflect on her achievements, the story of the queen behind the curtain continues to captivate us, challenging traditional notions of monarchy, authority, and what it means to rule effectively. In a world obsessed with visibility, her life teaches a timeless lesson, that sometimes, the most profound impact comes from those who operate quietly, think deeply, and act wisely, truly embodying the essence of ruling from the shadows.